So in this video we will be talk about Hydra. So Hydra is a brute forcing tool and it is quite popular, but nowadays people are using burp suit, and burp suit already has a brute forcing function, so that's why people generally forget the Hydra. Now, but in the practical exam, Hydra would be the most important tool for cracking services like FTP, SSH credential. So first of all, let's understand how to install Hydra. Now, if you're using any distro of Debian like Parrot machine or Kali machine, then you can just simply type the Hydra and it will show you that Hydra has been already installed on your Parrot machine or in your Kali machine. But just suppose example, if you still don't have Hydra, then you can just come here and you can simply type apt install Hydra. And don't worry guys, in your any exam you are giving, if you are using any Kali Linux or like Parrot machine, in your practical exams in your virtual machine you would be given Hydra. So using Hydra -h, you already know that it will list out all the functions for the Hydra. Let me show you like this. So when you will type Hydra -help, so it will list out all the function, and sometimes this doesn't work. So what you can do, you have to just use double-help, and the next is how to, let me show you, the next is how to perform single username password attack with Hydra. Okay, so Hydra -h and then small l, then the username, and the Hydra -p, then the password, server and services. So let's look an example. Let's say that the username is Molly and the password is butterfly, hosted on the website, and this is the website, or you can consider as a web server also. So let's look how to use Hydra to test the credentials for SSH. So here would be the Molly, like the user will be the Molly and the password would be the butterfly, and this would be the server, like web server, our IP. This is like 76.137, that's 76. And so for this we would use to test for SSH. Now see like how it looks like it will show the attacking phase, as you can see here. Then it will show the host login password, target successfully completed, and one valid password found. The next is to perform a password a password spraying attack with Hydra. Now so we have a list of user called user.txt, and now we have our we are going to do a test who has a password butterfly. So it will try all the combination. Okay, so what it will do, it will try all the combination like Hydra this time, capital capital L, user.txt, this one, then small p, p, a butterfly, this is the password. So here we are trying to find out that which user has the password. Okay, so as you can see, the user login like our Molly has the password butterfly. The next is similar to that, like we will perform the directory attacks, or dictionary attacks. So instead of having a particular password file, we have a list of passwords called rockyo.txt. Let me show you where you can find out this. If you just go into the cd users shares, inside the shares there will be a directory word list, and once you clear the word list, as you can see, we have a file which name is rockyo.txt, right? So in this rockyo.txt, so in this one we are going to use that list, and we are going to use the user list, we are going to use the password the user list. And let me show you first of all, and yeah, here you can see in this section we will just define the user.txt. As we don't know the password, so we are going to use user shares word list and rockyo.txt, and we define the web server and the services which is running, which is our SSH. Now it will try to find out, it will try all the passwords with all the users. So it will try different combinations to find out what are the possible passwords that can have. So these are all the things that are needed in Hydra. But in our exam, or when you are preparing for exam, you need to understand how to crack credentials for FTP or for anything. So what I'm gonna do now, so for that you can just simply use a ChatGPT, as I told you that it's an open book exam. Okay, you can just go and and just simply type how to crack RTP credentials using nmap, or how we can find out yeah, so that's it you have to do. So first thing what you are going to do, you are going to first scan the port and for which IP the RDP services are running. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, as I already know that the RDP services are running on my this Windows machine, so what I'm gonna do now, let me show you. So right now we have this our Windows machine. Okay, let me just minimize this machine, and this is our Windows IP. So what I'm gonna do now, I'll perform the Hydra attacks on this IP. For that, let me just come out, we'll change the directory, and then sorry. And then we'll simply type the hydra hyphen L. The reason hyphen L, because we don't know the username, so I'll just simply give the username.txt, then capital P password.txt, then our IP 192.168.153.134. okay. Then next, let me just confirm that the IP is correct or not. So yes, the IP is correct, 134. And at the end we will define RDP. Why? Because we are performing the hydra for the RDP services, right? Now once we'll click on the enter button, it will start performing the hydra, it will start performing the spraying attack, and within second it will give the details, and boom, can you see that the host is this, like our web server IP, the login is dc01, and the password is root1234. So what we can do, we can just simply type like sudo remina and then the password for the root, and here we go. Now we just need to simply type the IP address 192.168.153.134, and then it will tell you to authenticate with the certificate details. So we'll say yes. Username is our dc01 and the password is root1234, and domain we can just leave. Okay, now if I'll simply click on the OK button, and boom, can you see we have successfully got the access of our this machine, and from here you can just simply maximize or minimize it also. So now you understand that how like hydra can be beneficial for you, as we try to connect with the services by just simply typing the remina and the name of the like the IP address, and when you hit enter it will ask you the username and the password, as we given the password also. So it doesn't matter, but you have to use this command. Okay, see hydra hyphen capital L, and then remember the password which I told. Okay, the username list and the password list, like that would be only on one username list, and the one password list on the desktop will be available for you. There won't be a different username list or like different password for each question. Instead there would be only one single one. So you just note your direct, like you just know, like you can just know where it is, and you know how to browse through different directory, home, attacker, desktop tool, word list, username, etc. That's it. So I just gave it as an example, but this might not be your exact directory or where the username.txt or password.txt will be there, but you will use it after finding out. So generally it's available on the desktop, username.txt, then next password.txt, and then you will use like RDP, then colon slash double slash, and then you will use the IP address, and then something like you can just simply use the remina also to connect, but it will try different combination and it will tell you the different users which have different password. But this was just an example, and within 3 to like within just 5 to 10 seconds the its scan would be completed, and it will show, like as you can see, we got the username and the password. So this is how you can use hydra, which is very beneficial for you if you're like working as a penetration tester or working in any organization. It will be very beneficial for you, so use small. Okay, at the end I'm going to say you one thing again, that it is an open book exam, by the way. So now we have completed the like hacking web application section. In the next section we will learn how to attack or like how to hack Android devices. Similarly, basically we will learn how to use like ADB, how to connect it, and how to get like all the files from Android. So that's it. That is only the thing that you need to know in order to solve that one question or like entire journey of your cyber security.